This is going to be Season 2, Episode 2, Fight or Flight.
Indeed.
And...
Where's Streamlink?
Oh, here.
Wait, am I going to see anything different than what's on Roll20 and Discord?
You will not have anything spoiled if you have this stream up.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Excellent.
Okay, so Chant, Renarin, and Oscar
Hello.
went through the cave system and came up into the High Halberd, which is a tavern in the Slaver district of Vonderall.
Sure did.
And they met a guy that said, "Hey, I'm looking for this slave. He's a dragonborn. I'll pay you money if you find him, or if you have info." And then you met Priscilla Daydream and Ro Blackstorm, who were bartenders. And Priscilla asked for a fetch quest of sorts. Please retrieve my mother's necklace that she gave me. And so at the doorway, you met Matlas and Grey Cloud, a ranger and a druid, who said, "Hey, you don't look like you're from around here. I want to book some passage." So they're with you. You found the necklace at the brothel that it was left at, and then on your way back, the entire city fell into magical darkness, making it very difficult to see. And as these cubes of glue were closing in on you, a door opened behind you, and you heard a flick of a tongue. And Zek was standing there. And you all ran inside. I think you talked briefly. Go ahead.
What does a flick of a tongue sound like? Nice. Nice. Okay. I just wanted to hear it.
It's spelled THPM.
Okay, let's stop.
Great.
It's getting weird.
It comes with a lot of fava beans.
And liver. Okay, so you talked for a little bit in there, and then you decided to peek outside, where you saw something very terrifying. And it leaned down and started to suck on the head of a screaming man who couldn't walk, eating his brains.
Wow.
All the while, a soft exhale permeated your mind, driving you crazy.
Sick.
And Matt threw a fucking torch at it, drawing its attention to us.
Yes, and Matlas threw a torch. The last time we left off, it's just staring at you.
What kind of distance are we talking between the door that we're peeking out of and where this tentacle thing is sitting?
I think I said 50 to 60 feet, so it's kind of far. But I rolled perception for all of you, and 3 of you succeeded. Let me see who that was.
It was me.
Where did
I
that
hope
roll?
it wasn't Chant just because
It's
of that.
it's Chant,
It was me.
Zek, and
Me, Zek.
Matlas.
Yeah.
So, in the room
Yeah.
that you're in, because I'm sure all of you can't be peeking out at one time, but
Oh, I thought we
you-
were out on the streets.
No, we're in the building. Even I know.
I thought we'd walked out.
Yeah,
and
we
we're-
walked out, and we were in the middle of the street.
No, Matt said he poked his head out of the door.
We opened the door and it billowed out with smoke from the torches.
That you said that.
Maybe we could all be looking around the side, kind of like little rascals, where our heads are just kind of stacked.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you would have noticed in the room after you found the torches that behind the little pull-out, like the bookcase pulled away from the wall and there was torches, there was also a lever there.
Oh, the lever, Gronk.
There was a lever the entire time? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever.
So that's kind of where you're at right
Be
now.
right back.
Okay.
Great start to the session.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting at 7:30. So
Damn
Run
ads. Oh, damn ads. My bad.
what's up,
Say
Jenny?
damn AIDS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, damn AIDS. The one and only general.
Okay. So, you said we noticed a lever in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say this now? When Donovan comes back, I want to pull the lever.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Stand
Okay.
back.
It releases
okay.
the second mind flare.
It spills out into the room
It's a
now.
trap!
With a flick of its tongue.
Good thing this random house just had a secret cache of torches and levers.
Yeah.
Well, it
Secret
is,
levers are my favorite.
Fonderal is like an underground crime syndicate city, so there's like all kinds of secret passages.
Oh,
and-
we're totally gonna drop down an underground slide for sure.
Wait,
I hope it's like, I hope it's like a,
lever?
yeah, I hope it's like a fireman's pole.
Yeah,
Mm.
while you're gone, I said I'm gonna pull the lever when Donovan gets back.
Okay.
Okay.
So I pull the lever.
You pull the lever, and a stone door, like, moves away and to the side, like into the wall and to the side, disappearing into the wall. And in front of you is dark.
Wait, so the door disappeared? It appeared and disappeared?
Yeah, it's like the wall sunk into itself and then moved to the right into the rest of the wall. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So now there's just like an opening.
Just an opening. The lever
Sorry.
pulls back to the wall.
Can I flick my tongue and check to see if there's anything in the darkness?
Sure.
What do you want me to roll on that? The insight or perception?
Roll investigation for me.
Ah, my investigation sucks. Okay.
Maybe it'll work better if you make the noises while you do it.
Yeah, your investigation is 0. Holy shit.
18,
Noise.
baby.
You
Alright.
investigated the shit out of that tunnel.
Use that
Yeah.
tongue.
You
We can-
I licked all around
Lick
the
that
edge
air.
of the wall.
Lick that air.
you just lick the perimeter of the doorway.
It takes like 10 minutes. Everyone watches.
No, it doesn't take
He
10
also
minutes.
runs his tongue across us as he passes by.
Ew.
Do you want to do that?
No, but I do want to feel everyone's face, just so I can get to know them. I'm blind.
Okay, so whose face are you feeling first?
I'm feeling Chance first, and then hang on, I gotta get this pizza out of the oven.
I blush.
Can
Okay.
you feel him blush?
Yes.
I mean, I
he
feel like
has
warmth
thermal
in my-
vision. So
Warmth is in my cheek.
yeah, his tongue is like a snake vision, like a pit viper. The
Mm.
pits, it like you can see
Got the
heat.
pits.
It's like predator vision.
I'm a predator.
You're a paladin.
Yeah, Trevor, you liar.
I didn't say Renarin was a predator.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that sounds really awkward if I say I'm a predator. I redact my
I make
statement.
this face.
I go to reach for Oscar's, and when I swing, I miss, and I realize he's really short, so then I put my hand down to feel his face.
Oscar.
I just kind of stand there and take it.
Thank you. It's the only way I can get to know you. I feel Renarin's face now. It's very defined, but he has a slightly bulbous nose.
That's not true.
I take offense to that because it is not true. And I feel Zek's face also in return.
You see my
And-
scales turn like a blushy red, even though they're normally blue. They turn purple.
I turn to Chant and I say, I didn't know that he could do that.
I say thanks for letting me meet you all. Now let's go.
Okay.
I'm glad we just, touch each other's faces while there's a mind flayer coming at us.
You take
Yeah.
time.
So,
Okay, sure.
actually, speaking of that,
Uh-oh.
Should we go get Matlis? I think he's still out there.
no, he's with you, and you feel his face, and he can respond to that when he gets in here. But as you are doing this, or as you're delaying slightly, you are still hearing the exhale sound in your head, and you're still feeling like there's a weight on top of you. And so now that this thing knows you're here, it has invaded your mind, and this is what you hear. And I've tagged each of you
Each of us.
in your one that you're supposed to listen to.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, fancy. Everyone quiet.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
So-
rough.
Mm-hmm.
Too far. you went too far with that one. I'm tearing up a little bit actually.
So you individually hear different things, and you're more than welcome to listen to other characters' ones, but that one
I'm
was
not
meant for
listening.
you. So
I'm not listening to your guys' until the end of the session.
okay.
My
Yeah.
shoulders like
I
this
like it
place
that way.
lump.
Okay. And Grey Cloud doesn't seem to be affected. She stands there just like,
Getting her face felt.
yeah, like not
Weird.
really like, not hearing anything clearly or acting as though she didn't. So maybe it's just something about her. So the door awaits, and Zach, you are able to discern like the remnants of footprint signatures on the floor, as though someone had like just ran by.
It smells like humans.
Okay, you need to pick a different voice.
No, I like that. That was good. Oh, stay with that.
Can you do that again?
It smells like humans.
Okay.
Better luck next time, kid.
So
Yeah, I'm like on an old school like barbarian show.
so just to give
Like
you a little
Thundercats evil villain.
like a visual of the room, because I don't have a map of this, unfortunately. It's like a rectangular shaped room. The long sides are like on your sides as you walk in the front door. So you walk in on the short side. And the bookcase that you pulled open in the door are on the far end, the other short side of this rectangle. So the pathway appears to run but like on the back sides of a bunch of houses that are all connected.
Can I run past Zach and use find traps as I run through the doorway?
Oh, you brought find traps, nice.
Yeah, sure. Is that a cantrip?
It is a spell.
Okay. You do not find any traps.
Okay.
Are you entered?
Nice.
You entered it, right?
Yeah, like I ran through the doorway and do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely do not find any traps, and I'm gonna find that spell. What was it again?
Find traps.
Find.
Casting time, 1 action.
Find traps. Okay. You cast it.
And I want to keep on trucking away from the mind flayer.
I follow the thick skin.
The smooth skin.
Nah, I figured he's a dwarf, so he's kind of got that thick, rough, mountainous texture.
Okay.
Rise.
When I felt him, it was really creasy
Really
Ew.
greasy.
texture.
Okay, so you enter the tunnel, and it's dark, but you have torches. Are you still holding your torches?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone except for Matlas.
I'm not holding.
True. Okay, so you. This is a secret passage. So you enter, but the door behind you is staying open.
I say we should shut the door behind us.
Okay, are you gonna do that?
What's the check?
It's nothing. You just pull the lever and then move your arm away.
Is everybody in the tunnel?
Everyone
Yes.
is in the tunnel now, and there's a lever on the other side.
I pull it.
Okay, the door closes, and now you are in a tunnel. There's the signature of the feet that gets stronger as you go to the right.
You say the signature of the feet. Oh, wait, are we hearing like
It's like
footsteps, or is it like footprints we're seeing? Like,
he
what's-
is seeing footprints on the ground that are heat shaped. They're
Okay,
they're
okay.
feet shaped, but they're heat. Like
Okay,
he can
okay,
detect
so-
heat signatures.
All right, so it's like recent. That's what-
Yes, it's
Yeah.
recent.
Oh, okay. I was
To-
wondering you're doing like footprints. I'm like, how the hell am I seeing?
No. So to
Yeah.
your left, they're getting bluer and greener because they're cool, and to your right, they're more orange and red because they're more recent.
I tell the group that it looks like people have gone to the right recently.
Follow those.
Are you all following?
Yes.
We don't know who was just here. But yeah.
Okay.
we'll
Well,
follow.
Matt messaged me and said just bring him along, him and Elise
Alright.
along. So,
I grab him by the face. Let's go.
By the face.
okay. So you go down a tunnel following the feet, and you hear voices from the direction of where it may end, and you turn a bend, and you see like a basement of sorts, but then the tunnel continues on through it on the wall, and you see Priscilla and Ro Blackstorm
Yeah.
arguing in this basement area, and they're surrounded by what looks to be friends, maybe family.
All right. I would like to enter in there.
Okay.
Not stealthy or anything. I'm just gonna open the door,
Okay.
enter, and reveal ourselves.
I'm gonna stay back in the shadows.
Okay. The Priscilla turns and Ro turns. They're like at each other's throats almost, like yelling, red-faced. And your interruption seems to have stopped them like from physically fighting. And Priscilla turns to you, Chant, and she says, "Chant! Oh my god, you're okay." And she like looks at your group and determines there's a few more people than last time. Except for you, Zach. She doesn't see you because you're still hidden.
I got +5 stealth if I gotta roll that.
You're not. No, you're not.
Just checking.
You don't need to roll. You're in a
Alright.
tunnel. You can hide. It's okay.
So I walk in and I have like my hands kind of raised, trying to settle people down. I walk in like, whoa, what's going on? Like, why is everyone trying to rip each other's eyes out? Like, we're safe in here. Like, everyone just needs to settle down.
Does anyone else want to say anything?
Should we leave?
I look at Priscilla and I ask her, like, what are we arguing about?
She uncrosses her arms and instead puts them on her hips and then motions to Ro. And she says, Ro wants to stay here and fight whatever this thing is, but I want to get these people out of here and to safety. She's like, we clearly can't agree. And Ro says, this is our home. Why should we have to leave? I'm sure we can take whatever this thing is. The city is filled with capable criminals.
Shit. Alright, so we have to decide which side to take on this.
Mm-hmm.
I pull Chant and Oscar backwards so that it's just us three that can hear our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys consent to this?
Yes.
Silence is consent.
Do I consent? No, it's not!
Can't
How
say
is it
that
not
on
consent,
screen.
rapist?
I meant like consent to me pulling you with me. Like you guys don't pull back, right?
Roll strength, just dominate him.
Yeah, just... Alright.
Not what I was going for. Anyways, how are you guys feeling about this squad we got going here? You think we can handle this?
Like, how many people are in the room right now? Like how
2
many... like,
dozen. It's a
dozen?
mix
Alright.
of women and children.
So we can feed the Mind Flayer 24 women and children.
I grab Oscar
Well,
by
we-
the face.
While we make a getaway.
We can't do that.
So we can feed the Mind Flayer 12 women and children.
That might be manageable.
How many men?
2.
2 men, the rest are women and children? Well,
Wait,
shit.
can I specify a little more? How many fighting worthy people?
There's
Not counting our group.
there's like, as far as able-bodied people, there's probably like 10 or 12. But
Alright.
they don't have any weapons.
They have fists.
My vote is to escape while we still can.
Chant.
I kind of want to fight.
That's a good answer, buddy.
I can understand these people wanting to defend their homes, even like with what little they already have. I mean, this is their people's lives.
I pipe in and
I
say
stand
these
with
people
them.
are slavers, and since they let slavery go on in their town, they're just as guilty, and that we should go.
I thought these were all slaves.
You don't know that. You're unable to discern just by looking.
I mean, they're not bad people. We can't just like.
You don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're bad people. They do live in kind of slums. Well, I mean, if you guys all want to run away, then we'll run away.
I wanted to stay.
I don't know what Matt would say.
So yeah.
So hopefully he like hops in.
Matt's not here.
So for out of character, if we have like a situation where we're deciding to like go stay, do we have like a room where we all kind of vote, and are we doing like a majority vote, or can we split group?
We really
So-
try not to split.
Highly
Okay.
vote against not splitting, yeah.
I didn't know if that was even an option, or do we need to actually
It
do like,
is.
a democratic vote?
No,
splitting's
you
an option.
deliberate this, 1, in character,
Right.
and 2, you can
I mean,
split up, but in this instance it would be certain death.
right.
It got Leonidas in a lot of trouble, I can say that much.
Yeah,
But
if
if we-
you split off from the group alone, you're fair game for me.
Right. If we have all said our piece on what we should or shouldn't do we do like a finalized vote here and then take that action?
I
Yeah,
think we
I
just
think
all
at
kind
this
of
point
go
you'd
with
be like,
majority.
I would do this, I would do this, I would do this, and that's how it's decided.
Gotcha. I'm in favor of getting the hell out of Dodge.
But think of the fat loot it might drop.
I think in this case, it would be best to run, even though I want to fight.
Alright,
Okay.
I look at Priscilla and I'm going to try to persuade her that the best option. No, sorry, not Priscilla. What's his name?
Row.
Bro, I'm gonna try to persuade Ro that the best option is to get everyone out of there, and we can't leave him or anyone else behind, because we need the full strength of everyone here.
Okay, great idea. Roll persuasion. It's +7.
Damn, son.
This is the benefit of having a bard. So, there you go.
And you roll a 22, motherfucker.
Damn, nice.
Rose says, okay, go ahead and try and persuade him. What are you going to say to him?
I thought I just did. I walk out Raul, and I kneeled down to his height, like right into his eyesight, and I said, Raul, I understand, but honestly, you don't have much here to live for. You can leave it all behind. Just come with us.
I'm quietly
terrible.
nodding in the darkness.
Quietly nodding. Yeah, he kind of, his eyes kind of gloss over, like, this was his home. And
Your home sucks. You can find a better one.
he
Damn.
nods at that as well. He's like, I know. He's like,
I know.
Tore this poor guy apart.
You rolled
that's-
high enough.
I got remind him I can do that. That's the champ persuasion.
he agrees with you. He says, I'll take up the rear. Go ahead and lead these people. And
After he says that, I pat him on the
goes-
shoulder. I say, I bet you do. I bet you will take it up the rear, and I walk away.
He's unsure what that means, and he goes to grab a quarterstaff that has spikes on it. And he tightens the belt of his pants and stands up tall. And Priscilla comes over to you, Chant, and she says, thank you.
As she does, I reach in my pocket and I take out the necklace that we had, and I place it in her palm. And
Her hand is like shaky, and she grasps it, and then takes her other hand and cups it, like almost like her fingers running over the beading, and she's just like, you found it.
I, with a cheeky smile, as Chan always has, I look at her and I said, I told you I would.
She leans in and kisses you on the cheek.
Boom!
From the back of the room, you just hear, "We found it."
Priscilla steps away for a moment and goes to speak to the group, and she looks like she's telling them, like, gather your things, we're going to leave. And she comes back to you and says, I have a contact in the smuggling sector. I'll take you to her.
Achievement unlocked.
Take us away.
Okay, so we have everyone, except for Matt, headed out into the tunnel. Okay. So the tunnel takes you kind of like in a curved direction into the smuggling sector. And Priscilla pulls a lever in the front. And where's everyone's position? Are you like behind the group of people?
I usually stray towards the front of the group.
Okay.
So Priscilla's leading, right?
Yeah.
Unless, yeah, she's leading because she knows where to go, but
Yeah. I feel like she's leading, then you got Renner and Chant be like right behind her, honestly, and then everyone else and like the people, and then Raul's heading up the back, right?
yeah, you notice,
Raul. Sorry, I'm so
Yeah.
bad with this name.
you might notice that he's not in the back anymore.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I stop, and I say, where's the old dwarf?
Nobody seems to know.
probably burning down his shitty home.
Do we go back, or do we just continue on without him?
Priscilla
I mentioned
gets.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I mentioned it to Priscilla to see if she cares.
She cares.
She looks worried, but then she kind of seems resigned, like almost predicting that he would have left the group.
If you're okay with it, I say we keep moving then.
Bastard.
Keep moving, you say?
Keep moving.
Okay.
I look at Renarin and I kind of upset that we're leaving a man behind, but I choose not to argue with him about it, and I just follow along.
Okay. The entryway, or you enter into what seems to just be like, almost like a thieves guild. And in the room, you see, let me get it. You see another tiefling.
Another tiefling.
Is it a hot tiefling chick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby.
And she hears the door open, but like gives it like a glance and then looks back to what she was doing. She's like coordinating with a few of her thieves, and they're barricading the doorways. And she looks at Priscilla and she's like, "There you are. I'm so glad you brought the rest of them."
Sorry, I had to step out for a second there.
That's
What'd I
okay.
miss?
You just walked into a thieves guild.
Sweet.
And you saw another tiefling who looks like she was in charge. She's like giving orders to people. They're barricading the doors. And she sees you guys enter, and she turns to you and speaks to Priscilla, and she says, "Thank God you made it here. I'm so glad you were able to get the others."
I walk straight up to this new tiefling, completely comfortable, almost just like we've already known each other for a long time, and immediately go for like a steady like handshake. Just like just kind of like a tiefling like thing. We're all really close and we don't know each other.
Okay. Do you want to roll for
Yep. I'm
history?
gonna roll to see if this works. For what?
Roll for history? Because that would be like a tiefling culture thing.
Yeah. Sweet. 22 again.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Also,
Chant's
what?
back on it. Them chant rolls.
What are you saying?
If it pertains to the Mind Flayer is still on the stream. Not sure if you want to update that photo or not.
Thank you.
I love how all my good rolls are like small things, but when it comes to battle, I'm gonna be rolling like 8s.
Yeah, you're using all your luck on the small things.
Okay, so you do the handshake.
So happy I rolled a 22 on a handshake. Yeah.
So you can go. I
It's
guess.
one of those like real like
It's a real
knightly
cool
ones.
one.
Yeah, it's one of those like real like knightly ones where like we don't grab each other's hands, we like grab each other's like arms. We're like yeah, like brother.
They also do a synchronized backflip.
No.
It's like
Tails together.
there's like a real respect to this like
It goes on for like 5 minutes of them just like doing different moves.
yeah.
Like, they
The
went to
entire
college together.
time we're like grunting with it too. We're like yeah. Hers would be more like yeah. I don't know, like, trying to higher pitch probably. If she's a girl. I don't know.
So yeah, you do the handshake, and her tail like flicks, like she's doing it begrudgingly, but you did succeed, so she's doing it, because she recognizes you're a tiefling. She looks at
Honor, there's
Priscilla
honor
and she's
among
like,
tieflings, okay?
who are these guys? Priscilla's like about to speak, but you're welcome to introduce yourself beforehand.
Real quick, as Chant turns back from the handshake, I kind of like tilt my head his direction. I whisper, "That was kind of cool."
Damn straight it was, and I wink at him.
When do we get our handshake?
You're not a tiefling. If you were a tiefling, we could do that. It's a tiefling thing, alright?
Well, we're friends.
Our thing. That's our thing, alright?
Fine.
Tieflings.
And I cross my arms and I turn my back to him. Oh, right, introductions. I did,
When I do the handshake, I basically just tell him my name, like, Champ. Like,
Okay, well,
This
that
is the
already
best handshake
happened,
ever.
so
Real
if you
simple.
had done that, I would have said something different. So,
oh, sorry.
yeah. She asks, who are these guys?
I kind of whisper into Renarin's ear to ask if he can say that I am one of his servants that he brought along.
I whisper back, I suppose. May I ask why?
I was gonna let you guys introduce yourselves, but okay. Like, all you can introduce yourself, except the dwarf. He's my servant. You can just call him Mud.
I want to roll to smack him in the back of the head with my hammer.
Yo. You asked me to.
Are both of you okay
I
with
didn't
that?
ask you to do that.
What? What are you talking about?
You asked him to tell me to say that you were my servant.
No,
so
no,
I
no.
did.
No.
Zek asked Renarin, can you say I'm one of
Yeah.
your servants?
To introduce
alright.
me as his servant.
Yeah, and then you just kind of took the wheel.
I thought you were telling him for me to introduce you as that, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I'll
no.
take anyone. I just
My
figured
bad,
since
alright.
you're already up front talking to her, I need someone that's still in the back.
All right, forget the
So,
last 2 minutes of stuff I was talking about.
yeah, let's jump back. And I lean back down to Zach and I say, I suppose. May I ask why?
I don't want anyone to know that I'm a escaped slave.
Fair enough. I step forward and I extend my hand to the tiefling woman as, a gesture of niceness. And I just say, Renarin, and I tilt my head back towards Zek. This is my servant.
I nod curtly.
So you're shaking hands with her?
Yes.
Okay, she takes your hand, shakes it firmly. It's really hot.
Sexy.
I
in a
also
temperature
whisper,
way.
I was gonna say, I also say, I kind of have girlfriends.
Okay, she's not I'm saying her hand is
joke, it's a
is hot. Oh my
It's a
god. I have a
I don't.
girlfriend. You're just shaking her hand.
But it's so hot.
I love how
Renarin,
awkward you are.
Before you try
It's so awkward. I love it.
Before you try anything, I have a girlfriend. Now you may shake my hand.
You're like the male form of like that girl where like you hold a door open for them and they're like, I have a boyfriend. That's you.
Do girls even do that?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
All of
really?
us are just like yes. At the same time.
Oh, really?
It's a look more than it is a said statement.
Oh, really?
Tim's fiance still says it to him.
Babe, I
I think she's trying to tell me something.
I have a boyfriend.
Okay, she shakes your hand firmly and
It's hot
says,
temperature wise.
well, yeah, no, it's just different from the normal, so I
How
figured
about
I may.
warm? The hand is warm.
No, it's like, it's
Hot.
when you step in the shower and it's really
Yeah.
hot, and it's like, I gotta get used to that.
And you gotta like step back for a second, and then you step back in because you kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But only you can't like let go of a handshake. You have to just bear it through it and deal with it. So she says, "I'm Natari Carnago." She's like, "I'm a smuggler." She's like, "I take it you all are leaving with this group?
One might say that.
I just want to say real quick that like back in when you guys were doing that handshake and it was like really seductive, Chant was over there just like watching, doing this.
What's up, Matt?
That's here finally. All right.
You're just handshake. You're just saying what the fuck?
Yeah, you guys are like doing like this really weird seductive handshake thing. Everyone's just watching. We're just like, what the
It's
fuck?
not seductive. Rennerin told her she has girlfriends.
You know, you just assume that she's straight. So,
Maybe she's got a thing for dwarfs.
maybe.
Go shake that hand, bro.
She's very
Yeah.
open. Okay,
Get a
so
piece of that palm.
she,
Fuck.
she
Fondle those
introduces
phalanges.
herself. So, Matt, to catch you up, would you like a catch up? Are you ready?
Yes, at least it's your turn.
Okay,
I
hi,
prefer
Lise.
mustard.
At least
So, you threw the torch, but then a secret, like, passage was found while that was happening.
You're welcome.
And you, while you were all deliberating, the creature invaded your mind, and I tagged you in what he said to you in resources.
Wait, is it different for all of us, or is that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's different for all of
Different
us.
for all of us.
Only listen to yours until after the session.
And Grey Cloud doesn't have, like, she doesn't hear anything. She seems to just be impervious to the telepathy that's going on.
That's right. Well, maybe you can hear mine too. I'm not
So, after you listen to that, they went down the secret passageway and came across Priscilla and Ro, and they were arguing, so they had to make a decision because they were fighting. Priscilla wanted to lead everyone to safety, and Ro wanted to fight what was out there, and the group decided to lead everyone to safety to the smuggling district.
Rolled a 22 on a persuasion check and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Against Trevor.
No, against
What?
Ro.
No.
The
Against Ro.
Ro Blackstorm. Yeah.
the dwarf that's disappeared since.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
just
So high, he went home to burn his shitty home down.
Or he just went out there to fight. I mean, you don't know.
by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. He's got his face tentacled.
So the
What if-
rule is if you don't see them die on screen, that they're not dead.
Yeah, what if he's mind controlled? What if he's like a boss?
All right,
Isn't
spoiler.
the movie one?
Oh. Wait, what?
I'm
What'd you
totally
say?
cool killing him.
So this isn't the movie's one.
I try.
This
I
is
try.
real.
Okay,
This is
I
real
try.
life. This is real imaginary life.
Probably dead.
Probably, but
So
so you continue on through the tunnel with all the people. Rennerin and Priscilla are at the front, and she you eventually get to another lever, and she pulls it, and you enter a thieves guild, and that's where they're at right now.
You also you forgot to mention that I gave her the necklace. Priscilla the necklace. and
Yeah,
she kissed me.
Priscilla
So that's
kissed Chant.
Really important. Really
So-
important.
Gone straight to his head, per the usual.
Mm-hmm.
who's getting handsy?
Me, but now Oscar's trying to.
Oh, so Chant did a great handshake with
Yeah, it was awesome.
the
There was like
tiefling
there was
rogue.
like an explosion. There was an awesome like guitar riff.
It lasted 5 minutes.
Everyone saw it.
Mm-hmm.
They're impressed. I rolled a 22 on it. Again.
Oh, yeah, so he did a handshake, and then,
People.
yeah, you're meeting, she introduced herself as Natari Carnago,
Atari. Alright.
and she's like, but you can call me Nat. And that was the last thing she said.
Oh, I know that.
Can you write her name like,
Mhm.
underneath the picture? Yeah. Sorry.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. So Renarin should just introduce herself to you.
What?
Is he still awkwardly holding her hand, telling him?
Oh, I really hope he's still just kind of
Yes,
like holding her
friends.
hand there so awkwardly. They shook hands, and then Renarin's first thing was, "I have 2 girlfriends."
Well, I introduced myself and
I'm
Zach
Renarin. I have 2
first.
girlfriends.
no.
Oh, you
that's
did
not
first.
even what I said.
Okay. You said, I'm Renarin. And she said, I'm Natari Carnago, but you can call me Nat. And then she looks at you, Oscar, and raises a brow.
I go to shake her hand and say, "Nice to meet you, Nat. I'm Oscar."
I'm single.
I want my mice to like peek out.
They peek out, and she reaches
she's
her
in place.
hand, her finger close to your beard, and almost like wants to scratch one of them behind the ears.
She bakes him like a barbecue.
Are we, is it just black on roll 20 or something?
Yes.
Yes. So, she says, "Cute."
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then, who's left? Matlis, do you know her?
Yes.
Okay. She looks at you and just nods upward once.
I give her the awkward white version of that, where I look down and smile.
The Jim Halpert.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
bow.
Not cool. No.
Oh, okay.
Just my chin.
You do it. You know.
Here, hold on. look at roll 20. One of these.
I'm looking at roll 20. What am I looking at?
I think you should be able to see.
Don't.
Just post
No.
it in.
Are
Oh,
you
you,
trying
you
to-
oh, you're trying to do your
You guys not have your names
I
and
think
then
that
my videos?
you can see what
your camera's not on.
I thought you were making like one of these faces.
See my face there.
that doesn't mean it's
Let
on.
me see it.
Oh, that looks accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yes, that one. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
I got you, man. I got these reactions down.
so she says, "Are you all like
Did I make this face?
friends or something?"
It's complicated. The point is we're all in this together, and that's all you need to know, Matt.
She says, "Well, I'm glad you brought the others, or I would have had to charge you to smuggle you out of here."
Oh, so we
And
did a discount.
I guess.
mhm.
Smuggle.
Fantastic.
So as she
No, no,
says that,
smuggle.
the windows of the first floor that you're on almost buckle. Like you hear something collide against them. And like the people that you traveled in with kind of huddle in a corner, like really nervous. And one of the glasses, the glass in one of the windows just like breaks wide open, and a bunch of goo starts spilling in.
Goo?
Goo.
Like from Ghostbusters
Goo.
2?
Goo.
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 Mhm.
Goo?
Unfortunately, one of her like lackeys was standing very close by, and it gets on their foot, and it starts to. Psss.
We have to amputate.
I have a large axe.
Do it.
Should I roll for
I mean,
this?
is it burning his foot or is it just burning his shoe right now, guys? Like, what are you doing?
Are you
not
trying?
wearing
Wait.
shoes.
This could be too
Maybe
sick.
we-
Are you
This guy's shoe.
Are
and
you
guys
trying
like,
to
"Let's cut his
chop?"
foot off." Like, what
We
the fuck,
have
guys?
to amputate.
We're
You trying to-
save his life.
The guy's just like, hey, I'm wearing wellies. And he's like, you just like pop it off real quick or something like that. And you guys are like, let's chop his foot off.
He's wearing Doc Martens. We're doing doing a favor to everyone.
I'm chaotic good. I'll do it.
Are you chopping his leg off?
I don't know. Have
We
we?
gotta
I mean, like, isn't acid
Evie,
like,
oh my god.
Have we noticed if it's just his shoe?
Is it eating his foot or just a shoe?
It gets on his shoe and he steps back, like it's hissing. Like
Right,
now
take
you
off
know
your
it's
shoe.
dangerous. He takes
Take
his
off the
shoe
shoe
off.
before I chop off your foot.
He looks back and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he sees the axe and he takes his shoe off the most quick he's ever taken his shoe off.
All right, good. You listen.
More
I
and
just
more
saved that guy's
goo.
fucking foot.
More goo starts spilling in. It's part of a cube, and you see like body parts in it. It's bloody. It's like the bluish color that you saw in the cave and on the streets is now like muddied red.
I point out the body parts in the goo, and I say, "You see that? That could have been your foot."
Oh yeah, he nods, and Natari goes and finds a torch and lights it on fire, and her eyes are like gleaming.
I asked the group, does anyone know what this thing is? Or can tell me?
Can I throw my torch at it?
I know. I remember from last session. We called them death jellos, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
for knowledge on them?
Yeah, like last session.
Okay.
I rolled and I knew like a lot about them.
Yep.
Is there anything specific that he learned from doing that?
He knows based on his time traveling that their weakness is fire.
Yep.
And that
They're acidic. As
yeah.
you might just saw.
I turn my head towards Matlis and I nod at him.
All right.
Why? Why Matt? Why Matt?
Because I throw torches.
We just
Oh,
we load him like a fucking catapult.
we all hand him our torches.
One each hand.
He just like bicycle throwing these.
Yep.
I look at my, I hand him my torch. I look him right in the eyes and I go, "Now's your chance. Redeem yourself."
I toss that shit out the window.
It catches easily on the goo, and now it's flaming goo, but
Oh, God.
it doesn't seem to have, like, it slows considerably. Like, it doesn't seem to have a purpose anymore. It's just, like, sitting
Would
there.
lightning affect things the same way?
Yeah, I would say lightning would affect it. It would just be
Yeah,
reduced.
exactly.
I go for a breathy.
Oh, I thought you didn't do that.
Yeah, I thought you didn't breathe.
Have lightning breath.
Okay, go ahead. Fucking roll for that shit.
Everybody
Roll an
stand
attack.
back.
We're not doing initiative because this isn't, like, actual combat. But
It says you can use your action to exhale a destructive energy.
Should say the it's like a line.
Yeah, it's a line.
it's a
So
cone. Is it a cone or a line?
No.
It's a line for 30 feet.
Okay.
It says the DC saving throw for this equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency.
It's not a
Creature
saving throw,
takes-
it's an attack.
Okay, it says the creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed save, and half as much damage on a successful save.
So the goo has to make a saving throw
Yeah.
of Constitution.
The goo
Yeah.
has to take a save.
Okay. So
What's
you're
what's your 8?
It says the DC for this saving throw is 8 plus your Constitution modifier
And
plus
if
your
they get the
proficiency
save, they take
bonus.
half damage, I think is what it is.
Yes.
But it's also susceptible to fire, so.
Well, that's lightning. I don't have the fire one.
where is your here you
Yeah, but
are.
lightning starts fires.
Blue
yeah, okay.
dragon breath weapon. Yeah, you get one of these per short rest. So
Yes.
Nice.
you're using it. I'm rolling. Okay, so yeah, you do 6 damage.
Like, I
And
didn't know I could do it. I kind of just got scared and burped, and it happened.
okay. In the murky goo, murky jello, red, bloody goo, you see like a familiar face. Sec.
Wait, what? No, did it roll?
No.
Oh.
You might want to get a little closer.
I'm not getting closer to that thing. Unless it's dead.
Zach, you think you see the face of your former master?
I can taste him.
Ew.
Yeah, you can like make out his
Okay, yeah.
skull shape.
I tilted
His
in the
skull
air
has
and
a mustache.
I smell like a familiar smell that tortured me for years. And I assume that he's in the goo and that he's dead forever now.
Yeah, you assume right.
You're a free lizard now.
So that's where I aimed the lightning,
Yeah. Okay.
just to make sure.
Yeah, it's pretty much stopped, and Nat looks over at you suspiciously. Zach, like, you don't look like a simple servant.
I quickly start sweeping the floor.
Okay.
I just look at him and I go, yeah, clean that mess up.
She like puts the torch back on the wall, a little disappointed that she didn't get to fight, but she says, "All right, we better get out of here." She moves towards the wall. There's a giant mirror, and she like grabs the corners of it or the side of it and just pulls it open. And there's another secret passage. And
with how many of these secret passages there are, you'd think you'd just have regular passages.
it's the smuggling
I
district.
look at Renarin and I just kind of like shake my head in disappointment at his joke.
It wasn't a joke, it was serious.
Well,
No one took it seriously.
Oh, friend.
we all laugh at him like he made a joke when he's like, I was serious.
I just kind of look at you guys like, why the hell are you laughing?
And then we laugh harder.
Yeah, we laugh at you.
I
point
didn't
at him.
say it.
All this destruction and chaos going around, we're all just having a good laugh.
Tired of everyone's laughing, I go through the tunnel first.
okay.
Into the passage.
Yep. It's really big. It's like very spacious. Almost like you can smuggle like really big things through it. And or at least hide things. And so the passage takes you to what looks to be like a small pond.
Like, is it like in like a cave, or like are we outside now?
No. You're in a cave.
Okay,
And
so it's like
you
a
wanna
underwater, like in a cave pond.
yeah. Why don't you look at roll 20 here?
Roll 20.
We're doing it!
Do we still have like these whispers like still wearing us down and everything?
It's no, you're not hearing that anymore. That was just
Okay.
within a certain proximity to
The Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn, now I wish we would have stayed for the Mind Flayer, because I wanted to explore that.
Told ya.
Explore what?
The whispers.
I'll just whisper in your ear.
Sweet nothing. Oh, okay. Alright.
So
I see
you
it on roll 20 now.
Yeah, you see this before you, and you can also see.
I know, yeah, I just had to scroll down.
I love stairs.
Stairs.
It's because I'm an elf. I'm tall. I can walk up many of them at one time.
I'm taller than you.
Yep, you see a stairwell.
I didn't say you weren't.
You're a wood
And-
elf, aren't you? Aren't wood elves like shorter?
Not really.
Okay.
Wood elves. No.
I thought wood elves were like naturally shorter than humans.
What else?
What?
Wood,
No.
wood
Wood
elves
elves.
are really tall. Have you like Galadriel is a wood elf?
No, that's
I'm thinking more of like Elder Scrolls wood elves then I guess. Elder like shorter. Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe you're thinking of high elves.
No, I thought high elves are tall. High elves are always tall and thin.
Yeah.
Everything. Wood
Look at
elves
the name
are like
Eye.
What else?
Yeah.
Little spry, little
yeah.
fucking.
Wood elves are like
dumpy
shorter than
bastards.
humans. Yeah.
Hmm.
Not in
Like-
D&D.
Like elves like in like Dragon Age. How like they're like shorter than
I don't think
humans.
it really matters.
Yeah. So
I
there's
do,
like
I do,
It
I
does
can be
to
tall.
me because
wanna
I
be-
am one.
And I want to be taller than him.
You have your
Uh,
heights in your character sheet.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I'm 6'3".
Okay.
Of an elf.
Where does it say my height? It's really, really friction tall. Probably like-
Okay. So you see a bunch of boats. Even though it looks like shallow enough to walk.
I try to swim across, and my tail uses me like a propeller.
Okay. You feel a disturbance
Fuck,
under
I'm
the
6'1".
water.
I
And
pat
Nat,
Chant on the head.
Once my foot touches the water, I sense something wrong, or after I'm already deep in it.
well, you're already deep in it. You didn't even
Okay.
try.
We're in a
So,
boat.
Is the
No,
whole group
you're-
or just
no, you guys haven't done anything. You just
Okay.
entered an area
Yes.
with a small pond. There's boats on it, and now Zek is trying to swim across.
okay? That's
So,
what I'm trying to figure out.
he
We're all just watching this
feels-
lizard swim.
He feels a tentacle grab his foot,
Shit.
and it pulls him
yo.
under.
Can I toss him a rope real quick? Oh, fuck.
Sure.
Do
You
you
can
Toss
have
him a rope.
Can I roll to break out
I
of the
tie,
tentacle?
the rope to an arrow.
And shoot him in the head.
And I mean,
Put me
honestly,
out of
if
my
I hit
misery.
him, fine.
Alright, you have to roll for that. I really want you to like critically see what happens.
Alright.
I don't want you to, but like, I kinda do.
So yeah, so I'm gonna shoot it his way.
You're gonna shoot at him?
I
How
mean,
far away is he? Can you just throw me the rope?
How far did you swim?
I just jumped in, and
Not
then you
far
said
at all.
something.
That's-
Is it like a-
something.
Okay, the words that you said were, try and swim across. I use my tail to propel me.
Yes.
So that to me says I'm
You
moving
have
fast.
propelled. You have
So-
been propelled.
You're in the middle of this pond, and the pond is about like half a football, not a football field. I would say, actually, yeah, it's half a football field long.
Okay, so I'm about 25 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, I was shooting her.
Are you shooting it at him or close to him?
Well, guys, what do we think is better here?
We'll
Close.
see when your dice roll.
Close to him, not at him.
Okay, so you shoot it at him.
No, is he underwater already?
He's underwater already.
Then I'm shooting at him.
He's killing him. I hope you had fun, Donovan.
Yeah,
Okay.
the tension of the water surface will like.
Yeah,
no way
it stops it. It stops
yeah,
all the
they did a
force.
MythBusters on it.
Roll a dex for me.
They did a Mythbusters on guns.
Matt.
I'm sure it'll
Um,
stop an arrow.
Do you want me to do a dexterity attack or
Yeah.
remind me? T exclamation point D20.
T exclamation point roll space D20 plus all that good stuff.
All that.
You have proficiency in your arrow, right? Your bow and arrow. Okay.
Need some help?
Alright. I know it's at least this, so we'll just go with that.
Alright, no
Got
no
the
space.
plus.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
it's next to
okay.
20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, you succeed.
Yay!
The DC was 11 because it's like somewhat dim. But you saw the ripples where he went under and you aimed and you shot
Can
it
I-
into the water.
Can I try and like twist around and break my foot free from the tentacle?
You're grappling with it and you actually take
It's my acrobatics is +5.
you take 8 damage during this fight.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that, me and who
8?
else grab onto the other end of this rope.
Are you gonna try and grab it, Pam?
Yes, I reach for the rope.
Make an athletics for me.
If he gets high enough, can he have, like, twisted it around himself?
I die.
Not yet.
You guys need to pull really hard.
You didn't even grab it.
No!
Son of a bitch.
I try and kick the tentacle off my foot.
You
Doing,
can
like, twists
roll.
and barrel rolls.
Alright, real quick. Zekis is like a dragon who can like shoot lightning. Does he have any kind of like immunity to lightning at all?
I think I have a higher resistance to it.
Oh. Question. Botany, can we see the tentacle from where we're at it all?
The whole shebang is under the water.
So, like, we have no vision of Zek at all.
You see the ripples where he was pulled under.
Shit.
I mean, I just want to know, like, if I try to cast like a spell now that's like lightning, is it gonna hurt him?
It might, but it also might save his life.
All right. I want to cast Shatter.
Ooh,
uh,
what's
A
this one?
sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in the 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. The creature takes 3d8 thunder damage as a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Oh, you're in range.
Yeah, so it's like a 60-foot range. So
3d8. I already took 8 damage.
Oh, question.
But
Real
you
quick.
have 23. You have 23. HP.
Can I use one of my key to do Step of the Wind, which gives me a disengage action?
Let's see here.
It's under Monk.
Your key.
4 key left. 1 key I can use to take a disengage or dash action.
I mean,
Alright,
do
yes,
that.
you can do
Sounds like
that.
a perfect opportunity to do that.
You can do it.
Sure does.
Is that, or let me do an awesome spell that saves your life. All right, that's all I'm saying. So.
Okay, I spend 1 key to do a disengage, so I have to do like a disengage roll.
No.
It says my jump distance is doubled for a turn.
You're
What
in
about
water,
swim?
so you're not jumping, but you can reach the arrow now.
Propel yourself out like a dolphin.
Yeah, I come shooting out of the air 15 feet. Going, ee!
You stay under the water.
Yeah, I grab the rope.
Mm-hmm. He's got the
And,
rope, everybody.
Everyone feels the rope get kind of taut after
Yeah.
not seeing me.
I grab the end behind Matlis and turn and run away, holding onto the rope.
I try to grab as much of the rope as I can, and I wrap it around Oscar, and I tie it onto him. And
As I'm running away.
yeah,
He makes a lasso and throws it around.
yeah, like the momentum of you like running is gonna like help pull.
We got like a combined strength pull.
Yep. We're saving our lizard friend.
Okay. Let's see. What's the combined strength needed to do this? I'm rolling for it right now.
I'll just say that I also grabbed the rope.
I think it's 4 of us. Not 3.
Wow.
I feel like Grey Cloud is
Hey, I've
trying to
got
hold
You
it.
strength.
score 20
hanging from it.
altogether, so you succeed on the strength and pull. He's slowly dragged out of the water. You see his head break it.
Awesome.
Success.
I don't stop running until he's on the shore.
Thank you. Zach, you feel a tentacle graze your foot again, but you are pulled to safety.
Nice.
I kick frequently, then scramble and like dog paddle my way up the rest of the beach,
Mhm.
coughing water all the way. I say, thanks. I should probably get in the boat.
So he,
I'm
he
actually
took
paying
8
good
damage,
feedback.
right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
edit it.
I walk up to Beck and place my hand on his shoulder, and I tell him, you know,
Those not hands.
for joining this party, you're already being a great burden to us. I say it with a smile, and I cast Healing Word on him. Heal off that damage he took.
Okay, how much does the healing word do?
1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is Charisma.
Okay,
it'd
so
be
you got
3
4, so
plus 3.
7.
I healed you
Uh,
almost back to full health. You're welcome.
I also kneel down next to Zek and I say, please try to refrain from doing anything like that again. I can't afford to lose my servant.
I nod currently. He's right.
Natari, go
Hey,
ahead.
Zach,
Matt.
I like your style.
Then I look at Zach and I tell him, "You're our slave now."
I start sweeping the sand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so how do we feel about these boats? Are we still going for this? Are we gonna do boats?
Well,
or-
tentacles
Well-
just kind of came out of the water and tried to kill our servant. so-
Natari says, I would have told you to use the boat. And then she gets in one.
I picked the one on the left.
I hop in the boat with Natari.
Okay.
I'll hop in the boat with Natari as well.
You're all in the
Wow.
same boat.
Oh, we are.
Is there only one boat?
There's like 3 boats because you have lots of people with you.
The boat looks full, so I think I consider swimming.
No.
Just kidding. I hop in the boat.
Okay.
We all hop in a boat.
Okay. At that time, if you were to look behind you into the Thieves
Wait,
Guild
aren't there
where you
like
came
24
from,
people with us?
yeah, there's other people
Yeah.
like getting in the
Okay.
boats. But if you were to look behind you, you would see Ro. And
What?
he's
Hold on.
in the doorway or entryway of the passageway, fighting off more goo with a torch.
So we're going back, right?
I mean, we already left him
He is
once.
clearly,
Screw him, right?
very much clearly fighting the goo, right?
Yes.
I,
Not like coming with the goo. He is
How
clearly
much-
fighting off.
How
the
much goo are we talking?
You would see and assume like he's fighting the goo so that you could escape. You
That's
could
a lot.
probably.
Same old goo. Yeah. Okay, now fuck that. We got
Yeah.
goo. We got goo.
I groan and then jump out of the boat and head
Start
out.
shooting flaming arrows from the boat.
Can't save you as well.
Why did you jump out of the boat?
We're not in the water yet, are we?
Oh.
No.
We're still on the shore. We haven't taken off. I'm not an idiot.
You're in the center of the pond. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I jump out into the water like an idiot. Gonna go try to save her. No. So like the boats haven't taken off yet. So I get out of the boat, and I groan, and then so I walk up into range. And I take out my rapier, and I finally get to cast Shatter. And it was cut off shortly last time. And
Yeah, but this is the ooze.
I mean,
Well, that word I'm gonna use.
the dope ass spell I'm gonna do anyway.
It's just gonna throw the goo all over all of us.
I'm
lightning breath.
they're in the doorway. I was just gonna like blow up the doorway, like, and so we could escape and like knock them back a bit or something.
Cause a landslide and shit.
Okay. If you want to try that,
Yeah, I want to try to save Raoul with this. It's gonna be awesome.
it's a loud ringing noise. It's not
Yeah,
a
it causes like sort of like an eruption, like doesn't it?
like something that you're trying to do would be more of like a
I think it's
thaumaturgy.
like a sonic boom type thing.
Okay. Now?
I've
Okay, just go
Underwater.
ahead and do it. Just do shatter.
all right, cool.
You cast shatter, and let me see.
Do I have to roll a hit or anything?
No, it's a spell. Like
Alright.
you don't need to roll for that.
Sounds like
Um,
you're re-rolling that a couple
Yeah,
times.
no, it's 3 dice. It's 3 dice.
Babe, I'm rolling 3d8s. It cracks the top, but it's not enough to like collapse it.
Did
Someone
I do
go
any,
finish
did,
the
I,
job.
did I do any damage to the
To the doorway?
the ooze?
You
I
were
was doing-
aiming at the door. You can't change that.
I was doing it
Uh-uh.
in the doorway. All right, whatever.
Okay, what point are you hitting? Because it radiates out.
I was doing it like in the doorway. Like you said, they were coming in through the doorway, so I was gonna be like right in the doorway and like see if I could do like an explosion of some sort.
Okay, it makes the archway unstable, and then some of the goo gets pushed back a
What about
little
Rao?
bit. Hmm?
Does Ro take any damage?
No, he wasn't close enough.
Anyone want to finish that doorway? I got
Yeah.
no range.
Did I hear you?
Nothing.
Grey Cloud has something?
Hmm. What?
Oh, I'll do it
Okay.
with thunderclap.
Yes. Let me find it here. You have thunderclap? Oh, I'm on Atlas's one. Okay. Awesome. It's a cantrip. You do. Okay. So, what shape is this one in?
Is it in a archway shape? Is it squeezing through the door?
No, I mean, what shape is the attack in?
Oh, I thought you meant the goo.
It's a burst. So, I'm assuming that's in all direction?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's fucking the area is only 5 feet.
While this is all going, I tell Matlas to hand me one of his arrows.
Okay, how far away is Grey Cloud? Do you just like run up and do it?
She was in the boat with us.
Okay, do you want to move and do this, or?
You created versus thing you're saying like you encourage them to. Yeah.
The
you wanna run up
ranger
there,
is
babe?
5 feet. Okay, I'll just run up.
Okay. You're at level 4, so. Okay, yeah, that's enough to collapse it, actually.
Yes.
So, like, you stumble back as the archway, like, falls in front of you. The mirror, like, falls flat on the goo, and then the rock just crumbles around. And it's closed.
I look
Nice
at
work.
I look at Grey Cloud and I give her thumbs up and my eye
Awesome.
twinkles.
I'm
I yelled
still
for
screaming.
You goons to get in the boat.
I wipe everyone's seat before they get in, making sure it's clean.
Just to keep up the straight, I say, thank you, servant.
I
asked Ro,
yeah, I was gonna say.
all the-
What are you saying?
what has happened to him since we left him?
Oh, he says, I snuck back and I saw a thing. He's like, it filled my head with sounds. So I ran back and then I followed you. I knew where to go. I went to the Thieves Guild and I saw the goo coming in as you all were.
Can I do a sense motive?
Sure. Is that a roll? I don't have everything, like, memorized.
Yeah. It would be like,
Insight?
Sight.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Hmm.
20.
You are able to like sense that he is pure of heart, and he's feeling a bit unsure of himself and incapable, but he just wants everyone to be okay.
Put my hand on his shoulder and say, we're glad to have you.
His cheeks like flush and he smiles broadly and he nods at you and he like grips his quarterstaff a little tighter.
I walk up behind him and I
Quarterstaff, huh?
Yeah,
pat him up.
he's a monk.
Mark-
Quarterstaff a little tighter, huh?
Yeah, he was a monk.
Yes, he grips his quarterstaff tighter.
Quite an image
Two-handed.
there.
Firmly grasp it.
Struggle said. I walk up behind him and I pat him on the back and I say, glad you made it, old man.
He says,
Sorry, old
who
dwarf.
are you calling old man, you infant?
Old dwarf.
And then he brushes by you and goes to the boat and he nods at Nat because he knows her.
And we have a hearty chuckle. Another hearty chuckle without
Wait,
runner in.
how do you two know each other?
They met earlier at the tavern.
Well, Nat and and Ophelia turned out to have some kind of relationship with the Thieves Guild. I'm guessing.
Alright, why'd you say my name?
I was just making another joke.
So,
Okay, so,
did you
how's
ask
this?
why Ro and Nat know each other?
yes,
You say
thank
that?
I knew it had to be before.
I gotcha. Nat looks at you and winks. She says, "It's a small town." They did it.
I was just gonna say that. Damn it. Yeah, I lean over, we lean over, and he said that. I'm like, totally.
Totally.
She looks at you, Chant, and she's like, "I've always hated that handshake."
Ah! Anyway,
She gets in the boat. She starts to row across the pond.
we all do the same, right?
Okay, you're in the boats with her. Yeah.
I tell her to allow me, and I start rowing.
You look down as you row, Zach, and you see the gleam of a tentacle.
How big are these
I-
tentacles?
I quickly sit back into the center of the boat.
It's just under there. Everyone can see it if they were to look down. It's just kind of moving and swaying under the water, just waiting
Are
for
they-
any kind of sudden movement.
Are they
Tend
like
to push
seaweed
it.
sized tentacles, or are they like kraken-sized tentacles?
This is what it looks like. That's the wrong room.
You want resources?
Yeah, here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's under the water.
Yeah, that's a kraken, all right.
Mm-hmm. It's an animal.
Is it a kraken or is it an octopus?
So does this mean that Grey Cloud can now become a kraken?
Like Beast Boy.
Gray Cloud, do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can turn into that now if you want.
Can she talk to animals?
She can turn into any animal she's seen.
Can she talk to them?
Yeah, she can. I've read her sheet. She has speak to animals.
Talk to this kraken and just be like, dude, what the heck?
Okay.
Okay.
So I just.
Yeah,
Make
go ahead,
kraken
say
noises.
whatever.
Okay. Well, it's in my mind, so you guys will get to hear it.
Okay.
What?
Would
That's
she have
not
to
how that
roll?
works.
Yeah, would she have to roll animal handling?
No, she has a spell. It's speak with animals.
Oh.
Yeah, you make me pray out loud.
She's a druid. That's like her whole thing is nature. Like it's.
I tell her to tell it that I'm sorry for disturbing it earlier. I
He said
just,
fuck off.
once I get water.
Okay, so Zek, you actually don't know that she can do that unless she tells you.
Okay.
So, do you want to tell them you're doing this?
Oh, I'm talking to it. He's a little mad.
I tell her to tell it I'm sorry.
He
Even
said
though
fuck
he was the one that totally grabbed me.
Well, you scared him.
Mm-hmm. The little tentacle comes up and like waves at you, Zek, and then it goes back down under the water.
Like a taunting wave or like a thumbs up wave?
Just like I see you.
I start sweeping the boat.
Oh, this anxious tick.
So the boat moves along and eventually hits the shore, and there's the stairwell up, and Nat hops out and kind of leads the way up the stairs.
I follow her up the stairs, taking 2 steps at a time.
Ooh,
Okay.
big man.
Got the high
She-
acrobatic.
Who is anyone following? Everyone's
Yeah.
following?
Follow as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, all the
I'm
rest
only
of the
doing
people.
one step at a time though, because I'm not a show off. Who am I kidding?
Just
Yes, I am.
doing
I'm
the-
doing 3.
Doing the right foot the only way.
2 steps per step, because I'm short.
Okay. Just imagining this. It's great.
We get to the
We're
top,
all like
we're still
competing on
going.
we're all competing on who can take the most steps.
Okay, so
We all have to roll like groin checks.
Gotta push each other off the stairs.
you move through the doorway and see a kind of open area here.
1 and 3. Where's?
I flip my tongue out into the air and try and check if there's anything in the room.
You notice past the iron door in front of you and to the left, there's a roaring fire, and you can tell based on the shape and the heat amount of it. It's like white hot.
Okay, what's burning?
Do you tell him that you can sense that?
Oh, I thought.
Oh, I figured a giant fire. People. Wait, is there like a fireplace or just behind the wall?
Well, you have to go through the door to see what's beyond it. You can sense there is a fire, like a bonfire, on the other side.
Tell everyone that there's a raging fire behind the door.
In my loin.
Nat, like,
maybe
turns to
we-
you. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
No, right now.
No, go ahead, Matt.
Maybe we shouldn't open the door. You seen movies where like there's a big fire on one side and you open the door and then it just explodes?
Backdraft.
That's the word.
Has to climb the stairs.
Well, Nat goes up to it and like easily touches it.
Okay, so she's immune to fire.
She's
Or her
got
hand-
hot
her hand-
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes through the door and just walks on in.
Alright, what do we see when she opens the door?
You see
Big number 8.
I wish they'd let you do something other than just fucking squares.
You can't like drag like a big amount.
I can, but it'll be a square like this. Like it has to be in fucking squares.
Hey,
Yeah. Anyway, you're able to see through an open door this much.
So are we in room 3 still?
You're in
Is all
room
that
3.
shit on fire? Or is it just...
No.
Oh no, there's
No.
a fireplace at the end.
I walk in.
Okay. You walk in. You see all of this. Bear with me.
Whoa.
Say, hey, that's where the big fire is.
Dude. This is
You
some straight
never
up
let
Goonies shit!
It really is.
Goonies! I walk in and I immediately shout, "Hey, you guys!"
Is that doorway there? What?
What?
In this
Where?
universe, the Goonies don't exist, and I just look
This?
at Chant really questioningly.
Are you all going in?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a fucking pirate ship.
Okay.
I
You-
get
you-
really excited about the pirate ship. and I
You go
immediately
in and
run
you
to it.
you can see a door there, and
Why,
you
have I
can
been here before?
see a door here. Do you want to have been here before?
I'm not.
Oh yeah, this is like their ship they smuggle us. This isn't just some random pirate ship, sadly.
You can you can have been here before. Yeah.
I flip my tongue to sense if there's anyone that's here,
You also see this. This is very easily visible.
like a pit
Yeah.
with benches to watch whatever's in the pit.
Hit fight.
I mean, yeah, she's a criminal, so.
I jump down into the pit.
Well, is this Nat's like hideout? I asked Nat, is this her hideout?
Why would you jump into the pit?
She
I wanna go in the pit.
says, yes, very few have seen this.
Everyone needs a warthog pig. Oh yeah, warthog pit.
I asked her if she needs any like cleaning done around here.
She says, knock yourself out.
Real quick, because I wasn't.
starts
I don't know if I was here for this.
Mhm.
Is she going? Are we? Does she know where we were going?
She's
Aurelia?
smuggling us out of here.
Is she aware that we need to go to Aurelia though?
She doesn't know where you're going.
Hey, yo, Nat. Where are you guys going?
She shrugs and says, well, the underground caverns here will take you all the way to Kabara. But there's a few stops along the way.
I walk up to the ship that's near those stairs, and I put my hand on it, and I'm just kind of like in wonder of it because can't love ships, and he always dreamed of being a pirate or something. And so he yells back to Nat, and he says, "Do you think this can get us all the way to Aurelia?"
She says, you want to go to Aurelia, you're going to need to find a better smuggler.
Chant, we have an airship, and you're jealous of this.
Well, it's a pretty far thing, you know. Like Quigley's gonna have to take some breaks.
I mean,
Don't you
that's
think?
assuming Quigley's still around.
Oh no.
Quigley's gonna be around.
So you see, Chant, you see on the side of the ship its name. It's the Lark.
The Lark.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I lark it.
I lark it a lot.
Boo.
I asked Nat where she's going.
She seems like hesitant to answer because she's wanted in a lot of places.
I
And
step up.
Go, no, they're cool.
I step up and I say, "You got any way for us to get to Aurelia, or you're just gonna leave us hanging?"
She says, "I'll take you as far as Kabara."
Where's Kabara?
The map is, well,
I'm looking at it.
here's a different map. This is the Shanto map. Let me find it.
As she says that, Chank like perks up. He's really excited and asks like, "We're taking the ship?"
Maybe this will work. Hold on, I'm just gonna download it.
Chan wants a photo picture.
I found it.
Shanto.
Okay. You can zoom in. So these caverns go under the Talenta Plains, and they enter into a remote mountainous area of Kabara.
Is that the tunnel with the ship? What about door number 5?
You want to try and go through it?
I asked the group if we should check some of these different caverns and passageways.
What are we checking?
Wait, before we do that, now that we're kind of safe, I say, hey, thanks for not turning me in there. And by the way, where are you guys going and can I tag along?
Well, you're our servant now, so you're forced to come with us.
I kind of shrug nod like, hey, you're right.
Hey, you're right.
I just say, don't jump into random ponds, and you should be fine.
I give you the trigger finger, but I can't quite tell where you're at, so I'm kind of just like shooting it off in this way.
Finger gunning in like a random direction.
So you guys were asked if you would like to explore this area.
Chan's already on the ship.
I follow Chant onto the ship.
I'd kick him off my ship.
No.
I'm at the wheel, pretending that I'm a ship captain. Syringa sits upon my shoulders, yelling, like screeching.
Nat goes into door number 7, almost like she's prepping some stuff.
I follow her into door number 7.
I follow her in there too.
Okay, she's like gathering rations in like a storage area back there. And she looks behind you like, what are you doing?
I ask if we're traveling together. You mind if we pocket some supplies? I kind of have nothing.
She looks at you and narrows her eyes. And then looks at the shelf she was grabbing from and pulls a bundle wrapped with twine and like brown cloth. And you see it fly towards you over her shoulder.
I catch it or snap it out of the air.
With this tongue.
I was gonna say that, damn it.
Yeah, how do you know it's coming at you?
I can feel the wind.
Okay.
It just like
Can't
hits him
you
in the
still
face.
see like thermal stuff though?
Yeah, but it's a bundle of rations. It's like...
It still has a temperature.
I like to imagine that she just threw it to him and hit him in
Okay.
the face.
Just bounced right off.
Yeah,
my-
yeah.
Thanks.
And like, yeah, he doesn't even like flinch or anything. He just hits him and he goes, "Huh?" And he just picks it up.
So, do you catch it or not?
Yes, I'm a monk.
I'm a monk.
Okay.
I catch it like a two-hand pass, like Larry Bird just passed me a basketball.
She turns to you with like
Larry
a...
Bird passed to you a basketball, so very clumsily because he threw it really hard and you're not.
He overhand threw it.
She turns to you with like a bundle under her arm and is like, that was a close call back there. You need to be more careful.
I
Also,
shout into room number 7. We leaving anytime soon?
Damn, you guys are like ready to go.
Yeah, look at all these numbers in this unexplored map.
Well, I'm having too much fun on the
Yeah,
ship.
but I feel like it's all her stuff. I'm not rude.
Pretty,
I mean, the city's
pretty
fucking
smart.
destroyed. It's not like she's smuggling anything out of there anymore.
I take out my rapier and I point it at Renarin. I say, "Yar, me hearty, swap the poop deck."
Oh my god, you guys have to fight.
I say as Zek, and I find a space where I can be alone for a second, and I pray to Diana and ask that Quigley be okay if we don't get reunited, but hopefully we will be reunited.
I'm noticeably upset that Renarin didn't play around with me, play pirates with me, and
I
that he
come
just-
back and play pirates with Chant afterwards.
It's too late. The damage is done.
I pull out my axe and,
You're playing pirates with an axe? A battle
Yeah.
axe?
and I walk up behind Chant and I say, "Yarg," without like any hint of pirate voice.
So we're with like
I
24
just-
other
I just-
people, right?
I just
Mhm,
sigh.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all just watching us.
So I just
sigh. Like I'm
shout,
saying,
If anyone knows Aurelian really well.
I kind of raise my hand.
Do you know Aurelian really well?
I know it kind of really well.
What does that mean?
That I kind of know it and I kind of don't.
Would you consider yourself to be able to be a guide in the world of Aurelian?
No, but Amalthea did say that I was the ticket to getting into Herelia.
Okay. So again, would anyone consider themselves an expert on Herelia in this group of strangers?
A woman stands and looks at you like quizzically. She's like, Herelia. She's like, there are no maps there.
It's always changing, Matlis.
I have a character trait.
No, for a
that
paladin, you're a real dick.
Right?
will let me know where to obtain the information that we need if we don't know it.
Righteous.
Can you go ahead and say that again, Tim?
I have the researcher background feature, which is when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it.
Okay, cool.
So do I just be like, yo, we could go to this place?
Okay. Yeah. You would want to... Let me think about this for a second.
The DM can rule that I don't know that, but it's
Well,
just
no, I want you to know it.
Okay.
So let me decide how you're going
I
to
was
know
just
it.
reading further through the researcher
While
trait.
she is, excuse me, deciding that, is there anything else that Renarin does know that he could share with me since I don't know dick?
Puck
about
told
it?
you some stuff. If you want to share it.
Shit, did I have that? Was that in the meanwhile chat?
There's probably a personal message to you.
No, it was Puck saying like his last words.
Oh, I read all that.
So,
If
okay.
you want to say you told me, that'd be cool.
So here's what you know, Renarin. This is what Puck said. Herelia is harsh corners and thorns, wrapped in silken beauty. The island is as old as time. If someone tries to sell you a map to get there, they're not trustworthy. The island shifts with the tides and moonlight. When you reach the border of Kabara, you'll meet the forces of Rathmore, the Blackguard, which you would know.
So we want to go to
Tell
Kabara, then.
Matlis that I know Kabara very well, so I can navigate us through there. But as far as Herelia goes,
No one can.
yeah, borderline nobody can navigate that area
Chill.
unless you currently live there.
Let's go to Kabara.
Okay, so, Oscar, how would you know anything about how to get there? Like, I'm just.
I would just
stuck.
know like a library or a person or a sage that would have information to help us. I
Okay.
would-
You
I would
could.
just be like, there's this wise person in Kabara or something like that.
Okay, you know that the Duskwing Library is, and I'll just spell this out for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I took a pee. Where we at?
We're just deliberating on what we know about where we're going, and
Okay. While that's happening, I tuck that brown sack under my arm and I try and stealthily approach door 5.
Why
okay.
does it sound like you're on a game show?
Da-da,
But
Da-da.
you're trying to steal the game show prize.
You're like Pink Panthering your way over to that.
Yes, I'm doing like over-exaggerated steps with my feet.
Like Kronk when he
It's on the tips
captures
of the
Zuko. Zuko, right?
I have pretty high stealth too. I'd like to not be seen by anyone doing it.
There is like 30 people in this room.
What's
now.
the name?
Yeah,
of
give me
Give me
just 1 second. You can keep
What'd you say, Nick?
deliberating.
What's the name of the guy from the Emperor from Emperor's New Groove? Zuko?
David Spade.
Yeah, what's his character's name? Is it
Yeah,
Zuko?
Prince Emperor Zuko.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, it's not Zuko. Prince
From
Zuko
Emperor's
is
New
fucking
Groove?
last
Emperor.
airbender.
Emperor. Yeah, like Zuko's last airbender, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fire guy.
Yeah. Cusco!
Cusco. Yep.
Yeah.
that's it.
Cu-
Zuko is from Airbender.
yeah. I got confused.
From Airbud.
From Airbud.
You know, that classic 9-movie series.
Okay, that comes into your brain as something that might be helpful.
When he did the researcher.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell the group about the Duskwing Library and
Okay.
that we may be able to find more information there.
Renarin, you may know that this particular area of land is extremely dangerous to navigate because of who rules Kabara at the current time.
Okay. I bring this info to the attention of the group, but I add after that, if she's willing to help, Diana may lend a hand trying to cross the land. It's not going to be
Australia or across?
across, fuck, was it?
Kabara?
K1. Mara.
So many strange
Q.
names now.
Kubara. Barra.
There's an apostrophe. Don't forget.
Yes, there is.
But considering how much time she spends outside, Diana may be more familiar with the land than I am currently.
I thought you were gonna say she won't answer her phone.
She won't because she doesn't have a phone. She has to answer my prayers.
And she
Call
might
me
on
my
the
prayer
ship. I wasn't really given a chance to do that.
Do what?
To have her show up, so maybe she will soon.
You weren't given the chance.
Yeah. So, yeah. Zek, you're trying to get into 5, aren't you?
Oh.
Peeking
Okay.
towards 5, trying to be unnoticed.
Okay, Nat's still in 7, so you want to try and open that up?
Can I
Can I make it without anyone seeing me?
can I make a perception check really quick?
Through the door?
You want to see?
Or are you trying
I
to...
want to see if I see him.
Oh,
Wait.
does he roll against my stealth?
Hold on. So, what's happening? You're at the doorway, right? And
I was at
Matlis,
7.
are you rolling for...
I'm just gonna take a look around the room. Really
Okay, I gotcha. It doesn't look like... go ahead and just roll, sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
That doesn't look like much.
I'm sorry,
How
like...
good you roll? You ain't seen shit.
Like,
Apparently.
Doesn't look like
later...
anything, Matt.
Like, later into the game, I always get, like, a little, like,
Drunk.
tongue-twisted, tongue-tied, so, Yeah, go ahead and roll for it, please. Perception.
Go ahead and waste your time. Rolling's fine.
I hope you crit. I hope you get like above a 20 now.
If that's the case, we can skip this. I'm okay with that.
Ah!
Again, or we can skip it. I don't care.
Just roll.
If we're already...
Just roll it.
Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
roll.
You're okay.
You're blind. You're blind just like me.
What'd you see, Matt?
You literally
Um,
go temporarily blind.
My passive perception is a 12.
You stub your toe.
Okay.
Focus himself.
Like, there's nothing there that would look like something is being concealed. It's like the dining area before you looks very like untouched for a long period of time.
You summoned fog.
Do I see a blue lizard carrying a bunch of shit?
Sorry, what?
So do I see
Throwback
a blue
joke.
lizard carrying a bunch of shit?
No.
Okay, can you let him talk?
I'm sorry.
What did you say, Matt?
Do I see Zach?
Zek carrying his bundle?
Yeah.
Are you trying to roll? Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
You need to roll that.
Better be higher than a 12.
Yeah, that's what you have to beat. That's the DC for it.
Damn it. I rolled a 1.
He drops the bundle.
Critical.
You keep the bundle, but Matla sees you.
I fart really loud. I'm
Okay.
trying to be
You-
sneaky.
You knock over a pan and
is,
it makes that
uh,
wong sound over and over.
I
again.
tried to sneak over without being seen by anyone to Zach.
Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have the squid anymore.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, you sneak over to him.
I tell Matlis.
What are you doing?
She stole everything that she owns, so she's not gonna miss all this stuff.
very fair,
She
and
go
I
see
concur,
what's
and I
behind
could
door
use
5.
Some new shit. So let's check it out. You're right.
We both go to 5.
The door is not locked.
I jiggle the handle to see if. Okay, it's not locked. I open
No.
it.
Okay, you see
Yes,
a
you are.
hallway.
She got ahead of that party.
And hold on, let me roll for you for a second. Okay. Natless.
Mhm.
You see what you recognize to be
Because Zach can't see.
yes, you see a poison gas trap
Okay.
inside the hallway.
Is it armed?
It's armed.
What's the check to disarm?
You know, she doesn't have to tell us the actual challenge ratings to things.
The
She said
actual
at
what?
the beginning of this she would.
The
Oh,
DCs?
Nice of her. Yeah, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters though because the dice roll is going to be random anyways. It's not like it's going to change
It
it.
might
don't
change
know.
whether or
Super
not I want to
difficult. You can
try.
decide not to.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but I also don't know what category is disarm trap. Is that what skill set? Is that sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so does someone want to try that?
What's your bonuses there?
3. For
Uh,
you both have 3.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure we only get one shot at this.
I pat you on the back and be like, thanks. I could shove you towards it.
All right, fuck it. Here we go. I hope you have something to save me, Master Monk.
I hold
This-
the bundle close, saying like, yeah, I think something's in here.
Can I? Okay, because I'm aware of the trap and I'm trying to disarm it. If I accidentally arm it, do I
It's-
get a
it's
free...
armed.
I
Do
mean,
you
I'm
get to
sorry.
jump out of
Activate
the
it.
way?
Do I get a free chance to jump out of the way?
No.
I'm not doing this.
I
You do
mean,
it.
Pussy.
have
Wait,
you
How is it? Okay, can I tell how it's fuck. You know what? Fuck it. YOLO.
Okay.
Can always re-roll a new one.
We could get Chant. He's got high sleight of hand.
Yeah, but then he's gonna want our stuff.
Chainsaw is playing pirate.
We look
Right.
over to the boat to consider June. He's over there like stirring, like turning the wheel.
Right now I've got.
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, great. That's great. The trap, the piece, the very delicate piece of the switch just like it slides off the hook.
Why do I feel like I was very likely not gonna do this?
No, it's fine. It comes undone and it's not armed anymore. You can pass.
Did I pocket the parts?
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
how's the gas? Let me explain to the gas to me.
It's a poison gas.
Is it jarred?
It's in an orb.
You ever seen that movie, The Rock?
It's
yeah,
in.
yeah,
It's
okay. Yeah.
what? No, it's in. Okay, it's in like a.
That's exactly how you're describing it so
Sean
far.
Conn, The Rock,
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Terrible film, but
It's
Great,
in.
God, it was made.
It's in like a container, and the like the thing the god damn, I can't fucking describe things. It was almost like a switch, like a flint, and if you were to hit it, it would like burst, like
I was
open.
picturing like a mousetrap that would just smash some glass.
So could I grab that and package it like
Yes.
how we did in 6th grade with the eggs,
Tons of tissues in a box.
Yes.
and then
And
stuff it
popsicle
in the
sticks.
sock?
Yeah. You're fine if you want to take the
Okay,
parts.
alright,
It's
I'll
fine.
grab that. And what else is in here?
Okay,
We
so
walk
there's
in-
a
As I pass by, I say, "Damn, nice job," and I walk in.
Thanks, Tim.
another door.
Another
Another
door.
door?
Son of a bitch.
I get to the door and I jiggle the handle.
Your turn, buddy.
It's not locked.
I open the door with
Okay,
ease.
then you see this.
All right.
Hey, where's Oscar at, by the way?
I searched
Oscar.
that.
In a closed room
Okay,
with net.
freeze frame. Go to Oscar with Nat. What are you doing?
So she's still packing stuff up, right?
Yeah.
So I want to cast Zone of Truth. It's not gonna like alert her or anything, is it? It's just a.
What the
It literally sounds like a gunshot.
That's the gas.
Oh my
That
god. Yes, that's exactly what that looks like.
It's from the rock.
I love that.
Shut up.
Oh my
See?
god, I want to touch that.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
You want
do.
to touch anal beads.
Don't judge me, Trevor.
Sean Connery's
So
looking
you
at
do
that,
want
just
to
thinking he
touch
can
anal
take
beads.
No kink shaming, Trev.
Okay.
Are they used?
it. They're green.
This has gone off the rails.
Okay, so you're casting Zone of Truth. Let's take a peek here at what this does.
She would be aware of it.
Oh, she knows?
Yes.
Oh god. Tim's about to make it real.
You're gonna get slapped with a hot hand.
Hot hand.
I'm a
That
blacksmith.
guards against
I can handle
deception in a 15-foot sphere center. Okay, she needs to make a charisma save, so let me pull up her sheet.
I'm watching everything go down from the crow's nest of the ship. I'm using like a telescope.
Nice.
I don't know how you're seeing into the
She
different
failed.
levels,
Um,
I can see
so
through
she
doors,
can't
but-
lie, but she...
but she knows that she can't.
So yeah, she has like bright blue eyes, and they like dull a little bit as this is happening.
I want to ask her where she actually plans on going and what she plans to do with all the people that are going.
It says here that she can choose to not answer.
Mhm.
Okay.
And she can be evasive in answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of.
She answers
Oh, just gonna,
water deep.
Water deep.
Get the pink one.
Yes.
Pink one, Matt.
I'm taking them to be free. That's what she says.
Okay.
She gets very upset and grapples you.
Apples.
Like wrestles, like full blown.
She takes like you and let me roll for her.
Stone Cold Stunner.
Okay. She
Dangerous, bro.
she takes you and lifts you up and like throws you against the wall. 'Cause she can do that. She rolled for that.
I mean, I'm only 140 pounds. I'm
You
sure
don't-
she can.
You don't take any damage, but yeah, she lets you know that she's displeased. Her tail like thrashes behind her, and she makes like she's walking out because she knows what you're doing.
Am I between her and the door, or is
She let you go. She almost like threw you to the ground.
Okay.
So you're losing.
I'm not losing. Is the door open or closed?
It's open.
Well, then I use my thaumaturgy to slam the door.
Okay, she draws her sword.
One second. I have. Where's that at?
This is great.
I have Shield of Faith that I'm gonna put on myself. And I want to ask her another question because the Zone of Truth's still going on.
Shield of... Okay, I see it. Okay, she tries to attack you, but you do that just in time. And she fails to hit you.
Okay.
And are you going to ask her something else?
Yes.
What are you going to ask?
She's asking questions while she's attacking him.
It's a really serious interrogation.
Are these people going to be safe?
She... Her eyes narrow, like, you don't even know who I am. But she just nods yes.
Are these people going to be alive?
I mean, they're gonna be safe, man. I think they're gonna be alive.
You can be safe and be dead.
No, you can't!
Who's safety?
She says, I would kill you before I harmed a hair on their heads.
I drop the Zone of Truth and the shield. And say okay and open the door for her.
She kind of she stands in the doorway and gives you a once over. And kind of like deduces that you have good intentions, and that's honestly all she cares about. Even though you had threatened her, she's capable. So she says nothing more and then picks up what she had come for and leaves.
Alright, can me and Zek start going through some treasure?
Yeah, back to room 5. By the way, Nat's on her way out.
Hurry!
Are you searching through stuff?
Yeah, I opened this chest. Right?
Oh, sweet! Okay. This is what you find. Let me get it. Have it saved. What are you opening?
The chest right in the middle of the room.
Okay.
While he's opening the chest, I want to roll for if there's anything else in the room.
Open the esophagus.
I'm scared of the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Thank you.
Are you gonna open, like, the tube thing, or...
No, I want to sense to see if there's anything living.
anything living?
I
Okay.
think that means there's not.
I think that rule has been solved.
This is what you find, Matlis. It's a bunch of gems and stone.
Boring.
Score.
But I'd take that shit.
But do you have jelly beans?
I come over to him as
I
he's
split
looking
it
at
with
it.
Zach. I split it with Zach.
Well,
But you tell me they're just
You-
rocks.
Oh, it's just rocks.
I feel him. I'm like, you're right. They feel like rocks.
Why would she have a box full of rocks? She must collect rocks.
Well,
now.
Give me
you
like 2 of the agates.
you notice that there's a false bottom.
Oh shit! I opened that.
This is what you find.
Oh
Shit
damn!
already sounds useful.
Mm-hmm.
Immovable.
The fuck is an
rod.
immovable rod?
Can we
But you can't move it.
roll them to
Arcane
know what
check.
that is or what it does? Yeah, arcane check that shit.
Do it. I want to get the description right, so I'm making sure I look this up.
I checked the shelves, the drawers.
Oh shit! I don't know what it is, dude. Do you know what it is?
I feel its face
Okay, you feel a button on the bottom of it.
of the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Let me roll an arcane check first.
Okay.
Just push fuck.
Damn it. I pushed the button.
Oh my god.
Why did you just do that?
The
Stop
rod
insulting me at all.
sticks in the air.
Like it
It's
doesn't
just
move.
like we let go of it and it's just.
Yeah.
Matt, this is the guy that jumped in the lake. Why are you questioning him pushing a button?
He asked me, and I don't know, I'm blind. I only feel through my fingers.
It is immoving in the air. It's completely stuck in the
I
air.
grab it.
It doesn't move.
All right.
I push the
I don't
button
know what the
again.
fuck we could use this for.
The button, you press the button, you said?
Yeah.
It falls into your hand.
Mm.
Hmm.
What a weird thing.
Put it in your back pocket.
Yeah, I guess.
This
Uh,
is
I
this
checked
is
the
the
shelves, and
page
the tube,
for
and the
it.
drawer.
I guess, yeah, let's do.
We checked the rest of the room.
Okay. And you're just searching around.
The
Yes.
whole room.
You don't find
Over.
it. You don't find anything else.
I open the sarcophagus.
It's completely empty.
Okay, I leave.
Yeah, alright. We don't just leave.
We
We
sneak
sneak
out.
back out of the room.
And the door, you closed it
Onto
behind
the-
you on your way
onto
in?
the boat.
Onto the boat. Okay, you're gonna need to roll for that.
Yes. My bad, we'll move. Yeah, sometimes. The first one's fine.
Who rolled?
Think? Oh no,
What?
it's not! Wait,
I had +5 on stealth.
we both have +5.
Okay, well, since you found everything pretty quickly and didn't like dilly-dally, I'll just average that out. You make it onto the boat just as Nat is walking back out. She looks really pissed off.
Uh-oh.
I say, Nat, what's wrong?
She says, "Your dwarven friend cast a spell on me."
I say, Tim, what the fuck? Or Oscar, rather.
Tim.
What'd you do?
I asked her what her intentions were with this group that we're traveling with. You may know her, but this is the first time I've met her.
I mean, you also don't know me that well, but
Yeah, you helped him out.
true. Very true.
Elise,
Well,
what have you done? Anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
Turns into a mouse, hops into Oscar's beard.
Hangs out with the other mice.
Feels way more comfortable with the mice.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Are we all getting on the ship?
I'm set.
Been there.
I mean-
Let's go ahead and split this stuff up.
Been there too.
There's another door. It don't have a number though.
Listen, dude. That's already back on the boat. What's this number 9 down here?
That's the number.
Oh. I
This
feel like
is
there's a lot more numbers down there.
Oh man, we missed the private room.
Private room?
Oh.
Wait, we didn't leave on the boat yet, did we?
If you want to go for it, go for it.
I whisper, you're on your own for that one, friendo.
Private.
There's no lock.
We already went through room with treasure, okay? Like,
I want to
Yeah, I
challenge.
guess-
I want to challenge Renner into a fist fight in the
it's gonna
fighting
be a
pit.
bedroom.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea,
I-
Chant. You do that, that's a great distraction.
Yeah.
Just
We'll go into the private room.
sure. Ew.
And don't mind us.
I feel his face.
I feel his face.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to react to that earlier. Earlier.
I jump in the
Were you
pit with
feeling
more
like
enthusiasm than Chant does.
It's the only way I can know someone.
I do this epic like walk into the pit. And I jump off and I do like a slow motion like take my barefoot fur jacket off and like throw it to the side. It lands perfectly on like a peg on the wall.
I think you have to
And-
roll for that.
That's reaching. You throw it, but
That's a reach.
All right, let me exaggerate.
Would that be intimidation? Like, would you roll
You mean a
intimidation for
ladder?
that?
I'll roll intimidation for that. Let's do it.
okay, do it.
Yeah, my +7 intimidation. Let's do it.
How do you get +7?
Yeah, right.
Level 4.
25, bitch!
You intimidate Rennerin.
Yeah, I do.
The coat like folds
Like,
itself
I'm, like-
before you hit the bag.
I'm like shirtless and ripped right now, and I'm like sweating. My muscles are glistening, and like the fire in the torches. Like, you're intimidated, slightly aroused, fully understandable.
Rennerin, thoughts?
Uh,
Are you all of those things?
My pale orange demon
Sure,
skin.
but I can still speak, and I use my command spell and tell him to grovel.
Don't I get to see like I can try to
I would
like
imagine there's a saving throw. for
yeah
that.
right.
So let me just say, you all consent to like each other PvPing right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
What do I have to do?
Again,
No,
while
you
this
do
all is
nothing.
going on-
He's rolling to make you grovel.
Give him a wink.
I forget how to roll for this.
Oh, let me look at it.
I thought we were gonna. I said fist fight, but I guess we're doing embarrassing spells now. So
Oh my god, you
no.
just intimidated him! You just can't take it. You can dish
There's
it
no
out,
intimidation,
but
it
you
wasn't a
can't take
spell.
it.
it wasn't a spell. It was me just
No,
being
magic.
intimidating.
Um.
Doing that shit, and let
Make
me
him
do my.
shit his pants.
Make him shit. Wait, did he roll yet?
Children.
No, yeah, I didn't roll. I changed my command to shit.
I can see Matt's face. I don't like it. There we go.
What are the rolls here? Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, so why don't you roll for wisdom save?
What do I have to do for that?
You just
What is
roll
it?
D20
add your wisdom.
Oh, I'm
Plus
getting
wisdom?
an echo from Matt. 1 second. Turn him off.
You should have save next to your mod number.
D20 plus 1 for you.
I do.
Mhm.
Shit.
Are we doing shit?
Yes. 6. Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
Chant
no. Alright.
feels his bowels just arriving inside him. And you poop your pants a little bit.
And I leave the pit.
Doesn't he give me a chance to do anything?
You can I mean if he's leaving, but I mean he did his thing
Grab him.
and are you guys
That's,
what are you rolling for?
The sneak to door number 9.
Oh, okay, it's unlocked. Oh, you're sneaking to it. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, we're standing around watching
Yeah, they're in
Jack
the
shit
pit,
himself.
so-
Okay,
I'm
this is what you
sneaking
see.
too.
There's another
Oh, you
doorway
sneak
here.
way better than I do. But
I sneak up onto your shoulders so you don't even know I'm there.
ah! Jesus Christ.
No, like,
Alright, so,
you
the
give me
door's
a
open, we open
piggyback.
Okay, it's just like a tiny little room. There's really nothing there.
We search it.
Okay.
Roll.
Wait, so
I
me and
investigate the room.
Chant. Me and Chant are
There's-
aware this is happening, right? Though.
I'm just
No.
like, did my intimidation do nothing? I rolled a 24 and nothing happened.
You just said
You
I want to.
intimidated him.
You intimidated him.
Yeah, does like nothing happen? Does he like?
You intimidated me to retaliate.
You made him sweaty and aroused.
Yeah,
Like,
you
what-
described how you intimidated me.
That
What was
doesn't
his-
do
alright.
damage. Like,
Alright,
what?
I
What,
just-
what
I
did
just
you
don't
want to
think you do
happen?
damage.
What did
No,
you want to happen?
I just don't. I just don't understand how, you know, combat happens. Like he didn't have to roll anything. I had to
No,
roll
you
something?
rolled intimidate. You rolled a saving throw so that you could do something cool, and you did it.
Well, it's bizarre that he
Okay.
was able to intimidate him to such a degree, and then he still cast a spell.
Yeah, and like and nothing happened.
I was-
But
Well,
I roll-
he wasn't like saying I want to keep him from doing anything. He said I want to throw my coat and have it land perfectly on this thing.
Okay.
He didn't specify it was towards Rennerin.
He flexed so hard, he pooped.
yeah. Alright. I rolled intimidation and. Alright, nothing.
And shit myself.
Just forget about it. Alright.
Well, you intimidated him, but then you didn't make the saving throw when he used his command.
Yeah, but it had like no, it like had no negative like effect on him at all.
It's because
Okay.
you were doing an action. The intimidation
Why
was
are we
to
arguing about this?
I don't
was
know.
to
I don't even know
succeed
why.
in throwing something.
you can clean
like,
yourself. It's
I was
fine.
I was just trying to like understand like how like combat like this would work. That's all I was doing.
It's not combat.
Well, the roll was for throwing the coat on the peg.
Yes,
Alright.
that's exactly right. It's
It could have been an acrobatics check, it could have been an athletics check, but since it was like in the mood of trying to intimidate someone, like look how good I am at doing this, then it was an intimidation roll. It wasn't directed at the player.
Okay.
So we go back on the boat.
Yeah.
We walk out of this room looking like defeated. Like, what was the
We
fucking
sneak
point?
again because again this feels like a bedroom, and I don't need Nat getting all pissy with me.
and it's Nat's already pissy, but
Not with
not
me
at
yet.
you. Yeah. So
Yeah, I deflect any anger towards Oscar if she asks.
Once again, I'm a blacksmith. I can handle the heat.
okay, so you're all on the boat, and Nat's like prepping for departure, and the rest of the people are like filing on, and they start to just like make places to stay below, and they make like little corners for themselves, and Nat pulls the sails, and there is actually good air movement from within, and she unhooks the place that the boat's tied to, and the boat starts to drift away.
I start swabbing the poop deck.
Okay.
I started swabbing my pooped decks.
I help Chan with his poop deck.
Ew. A true servant.
Does anyone have anything else they'd like to do on this ship? To
I'd
just
climb up
say?
the crow's nest.
Okay. The cavern is large enough to where
Or is it safe to just?
it's safe. Yeah, but you don't really see anything. It's very quiet and peaceful.
Want to make my own place up there?
Little nest in the crow's nest.
Can I peek my head over the crow's nest at Matlis and look at him?
I don't think you peek over a crow's nest. Crow's nests are kind of like.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I crawl
Yeah.
up and then peek
Oh.
my head over the edge. is
Oh,
what
okay.
I asked what he needs.
You're a half elf, right?
That's right.
Cool. I haven't met one in person before, really. Not on this personal of a level.
Now you have
I shake your hand.
things that should have been done a long time ago.
This feels good. And I leave.
I'm like, so you're still willing to be my diplomat in Herelia?
I crawl back up and poke my head over again. And I say, at this point, I almost feel like I have to, not just for you, but for all of us.
Yeah, the story progression and everything. Yeah, probably.
And then there's a little piece of me. Shut up. And then there's just like a little piece of me inside that's like, I feel like something bad is gonna happen there, but I keep it to myself.
I'm like, wait, what was that? Your eyebrows did a thing.
They always do a thing. They're attached to my face.
Roll deception.
This shit. Hang on. Where we at?
It's probably crappy.
Mine's +0, so.
What do you know? The paladin's bad at lying.
Right.
I'm chaotic good.
He
Ditto,
shits
my
his
friend.
pants.
5.
Renarin, what's a tell that you have?
It's a what?
Like a
The
tell?
eyebrow thing.
Oh.
Like, do you,
Uh,
like, scratch the tip of your pointy ear or something?
My
No
left
eyebrow.
ear twitches noticeably.
Okay.
Once.
You can tell he's lying, Matlas.
I let it go.
Okay. Aww. Alright. This is where episode 2 ends.
Short rest. We short rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
you all short rest and regain your
I short
spells
rest
and all
while
that.
still gripping onto the ladder to the crow's nest.
Just suspended in air.
Free spray.
Um,
Yeah, I just
you
thought of how
have...
that rod would potentially be very useful.
Yeah, right? Did you read the page for it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But that sentence right there, I was like, what if you were to fall? What if I tossed him the rod and just pushed the button?
Mm-hmm.
You would have to push the button because it would stop as soon as you push the button.
Right, sure.
For the next interim, but before the next session, you can use the meanwhile chat, and you will be on the ship.
So we're sailing right now, or are we still docked?
You are sailing.
Sailing.
Alright, cool.
Lit.
You'll be in a cave unless I hop in meanwhile and say you're not.
Man, I feel like you could do some serious acrobatics with the immobile rod. Like jump, hit the button, do a little like swing around it, and then hit the button again.
Stand
keep
on
going
top
forward.
of it, shoot
Fuck
an
yeah.
arrow.
Yeah, I think you could do some serious acrobatics with that thing.
I do have a +5.
Did you guys leave it behind, or did you guys pick it up?
It's in his back
Wait,
pocket.
do you
Alright,
think we
sweet.
left something that she has valued at 10,000 gold? No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
true.
He's got a 10,000 gold rod, and I got a bunch of rocks.
You have
Yeah.
2 rocks.
Yeah, it's worth as much as I can throw 'em for.
There's also 2 potions, not to be,
No, yeah.
forgotten.
And actually,
but-
those look useful.
Um,
But for real, let's split that stuff up now, Donovan. Because I'm not actually keeping all of it. down.
Okay.
Who has the
just-
rod though? Matlas. It's kind of like a party object, but that's also like the black dagger, which Chant has. So, whoever
Yeah.
claims it
I mean,
claims
I'll
it.
hold on to it for now.
Someone still has the
I have a bundle
cloak of
stuff.
invisibility.
I
Leonidas
thought
does.
Leonidas had the cloak of invisibility.
Well, he's not playing anymore, so let's
Dibs.
say, okay, Oscar has it.
Yes.
Chan has the dagger. Oscar has the cloak.
Or now I
Matlas
have
has the
whistle from
rod.
whale.
Renner
has the
frying pan.
whistle and the
Frying pan.
fucking
Yeah, the
frying
Frying
pan.
pan and the whistle.
I don't think the
Yeah.
frying pan is much.
And then
But
I
Zach will get you
one-shot a
something
guy.
else.
If we're splitting up these items, how do you do that on the character sheet for D&D Beyond?
There's
You could
a way you can literally go
type
to
in-
Like
Mm.
inventory?
Yeah.
Add
I haven't
items.
figured out either.
Okay.
Don't click on items.
Yeah. Also, make sure like all the stuff and extras that you took throughout your journey that you log, because you guys have like those two jars filled
Yeah,
with.
I have that log.
Eyeball and
You have like bewitched lockpicks that silence you when you try to use them. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that you guys have, so I want to make sure like you have it and you know you can use it, and it's like the point of a long-standing adventure is to like gain a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Did I lose that arrow, Watt? I definitely lost one because I gave Zach an arrow.
Well, you.
I was gonna put like a piece of my clothes on it and set it on fire in case that thing didn't collapse, and then you'd shoot the jelly.
Okay.
But it collapsed, so we're all good.
Okay.
I give you the arrow back.
Cool.
What else? I think that's it. I'm gonna stop the stream. If you watched, thank you. See you in 2 weeks.